bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Hey, we're on. All right. What's up, everybody? It's me, Alex, Fatman the Flipper, your friendly neighborhood Fat Man. With my homeboy right here, let him introduce himself. What's up, Oscar?
What's up, everybody? I'm Oscar at Cubanaso.
That's right. You heard it from him himself, Oscar at Cubanaso.
I'm Oscar. I'm a Cubanaso.
So it's another Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. As every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're accustomed to doing this show and saying what's up to everybody that's here. We got Kathy. We got, let me put your names up here. Look, boom. Kathy here. She said, love you. Hot Mess Thrifter. She says, hello twice. You got Soulnet Haven. I've seen that guy around before. He says, yo, bad boys. And then we got Denise. She says, hello. Then you got this guy right here, El Cubanazo. Then you got Sally from Stuff from Sally. How you doing? She says, hello from Maine.
Hello from Miami.
Hello from Tennessee. All right. And we'll keep saying hi to people as they show up. But today's show is going to be extremely special. Why? Because every show is special. First of all, we're going to give y'all some free intercourse. All right. You already know that. That's guaranteed. We don't even gotta advertise that anymore. You're gonna get free intercourse. We're going to be intercoursing throughout this whole entire live event. All right. Second thing, we are going to be talking about random things as we do every week. But we are going to have a little bit of a focus on having multiple streams of income. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about that. So don't get crazy. Don't go running away. All right, stay around. We're definitely going to talk about having multiple streams of income, and you know, that's all we plan. Like, we don't plan nothing. That's the beautiful thing. We don't go crazy about what we're going to do next week. We don't go crazy. We just let's hit live. Let's say what's up to the people and let's talk. And me and Oscar talk basically every day. I mean, we might go a couple days, not talking because we're grinding. But for the most part, when we're always, hey, so what's new? What's happening? So, that's what we're doing. Oscar, do you want to say anything? Anything at all?
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, personally, I'm glad that it's Saturday. All right. This week for me was nonstop, 9 to 5, doing two things at once, and then we'll talk about a little bit of what those two things were. 9 to 5, and the usual, 5 to 6 p.m. packages. Didn't do much sourcing this week. I think I went one day and I did like a route that I normally do to see if there was restocks on a lot of the things that I was looking at. But that's about it. I didn't do a lot of intercourse. I mean, plenty of intercourse, but a lot of sourcing.
Well, it was definitely a real exciting week. It was an exciting week for us and a few of our close friends. And, the stock market has definitely been very interesting. Stock market, cryptocurrency. I mean, that's one of the main motivations for talking about multiple streams of income. Investing, investing is extremely important for you to kind of set yourself up for the future, right? Because there's short-term investing, which is really like reselling, is what we do. It's sort of like a short-term investment, but it can also be looked at as a long-term investment, right? Because the more you invest to it right now, the more it'll benefit you later on in the future. because you want to, talking about growing, expanding your business and all that stuff. But there's other kind of short term and long term investments, and the stock market is also that way. It's almost as though reselling is like the stock market is sort of like reselling. You're buying and selling shares. So it's just as exciting, except instead of going to a Walmart or a thrift store, garage sale, looking for things, it's more like you're looking at graphs and numbers, and then you got money on the line, so you want to make sure that you invest correctly, and you take profits, and all that stuff. So, Oscar, do you mind if I take this call, bro?
Not at all.
All right, cool. I gotta take this call real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna do it live with everybody, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yo.
I
Hey.
was just telling. Yeah, what?
Everybody on the stream can hear you, so be careful what kind of information you let out. But go ahead, talk to me.
Well, then I can't say anything, but
Oh, we got a bolo.
4 listings.
4 listings?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do 4 listings. So you mean four of what we were talking about earlier? Add to the inventory.
4 of the 3.
4 of the 3. All right, got you.
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool. Yeah, you called me during the live, bro. So I was like, you know what? I should have answered the phone. So instead, I called you back live in front of. Right now, we have 5,300 people watching right now live between.
Hello, America.
In between all platforms. There you go.
Nice.
It's really 19 people.
Are they
watching.
all watching you lip sync while sitting on the toilet?
No, that was information you weren't supposed to share, man.
Yeah.
But I'll hit you up after the show, bro.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So wait, 4 of the 3.
4 of the 3 of a kind.
Got you. No problem, man.
All right, cool.
All right, later, bro.
Bye.
And that's how it's done, folks.
Code. He's talking code. We got 4 of the 3 of the 1 of the kind.
Yes. Talking about investing. You also could invest in other people, and that could become a multiple, that could become a stream of income, which that technically was an example of me investing in people, investing my time into people, and them creating income, and it's beautiful. Yo, we got more people in the show, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see. We got Talbert's mom. We got Jules. We got Susan. I'm trying to see where I left last, man. Oh, look, we got Maggie Doodle. Okay, man, a lot of people have been commenting. All right, so we got Anna right here. She said, happy Saturday. Then we got Talbert's mom. She says, hot mess thrifter with a heart. Then we got Maggie Doodle. She said, hello, Denise. Then we got Susan, who says, hello, Denise and Tao. See, you guys in the chat are really here just for each other, and I'll tell you more about that here in a little bit, because yesterday I decided to not do anything. Like, I decided to take like a break, and I jumped into a live, and in the chat, and I literally sat in my big chair right here, and I just had a great time interacting with the chat, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't stop laughing for like 5 hours straight. And then I jumped into this lady's live right here. That's T, Hemlock Lady Mercantile. She says, ¿Cómo? And if you weren't there, you missed it. And I jumped in that one. That was fun. I didn't stop laughing either. And then I learned some stuff until like 4 in the morning. And then we got Craig. He said, happy Saturday evening, everyone. Craig has been doing a show at like late night on Saturdays. So if you're not subscribed to him, go check him out. They talk all kind of things too, but it is reselling related stuff, so go check it out. We got Jennifer. I would say she's the best moderator on YouTube, but I'm the best moderator on YouTube. I love you, Jennifer. Yo, we got Money from Mars. What's up, man? Well, what is up? Good to see you guys, he says. Good to see you too, man. And we got Michelle P. Hello, Michelle P. I don't know if this is going to end, bro. Oh, we got Locker Nuts. That's my nutty buddy right there. And we got Key Lime Kisses. All right, so topic of discussion. I want you guys in the chat to tell me how many streams of income you got and what are they, right? Or tell me ideas of different streams of income, because I want to learn from y'all. I want to see if there's something I don't know about. I'm sure Oscar does too. But Oscar, what's one other than reselling, right? Amazon, eBay, whatever. What other streams of income would you recommend people look into? Another way to make money? Because I got a couple that'll blow your mind, where you literally barely do anything at all, and you can make money. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, first one I say, if somebody wants to look for a different side hustle, they don't really have to be so complicated, right? You don't have to overcomplicate it. There's a number of things that you can do. You can, put up shoppers. You can put out ads, things that people don't want, right? I guess that will still fall into reselling though, right? And you can be refinishing furniture. You can have mobile car washes, especially down here in Miami landscape. These are things that are very cheap to start, that do generate income. And if it's managed properly, have, potential for a lot of growth. If you're good with a buffer, if you're good with painting, here in Miami, for one
With
that's
a fluffer?
with a buffer.
Oh, a buffer. Sorry, I got bad internet.
You're good with a buffer. Here in Miami, there's a lot of rich people with a lot of boats, and they like their boats to be, clean. Washing boats and buffing boats, keeping them nice and shiny for the millionaires. It's very profitable. I did that for a while. But you don't have to really have it so complicated. These are things that can start off small, require minimal investment, and then if they're managed properly, have potential to grow into a large scale business.
Kathy says she works a corner, and she's she's partnered up with Talbert's mom, who does hooking by the pound. Those are definitely side hustles. Now, I agree with Oscar. Those are other side hustles, right? Those things take up a lot of time, though, right? So, I mean, it's another side hustle. So, like, you kind of have to figure out, which one you're going to prioritize and all that stuff. I'm thinking more along the lines of, so there's this website. Check this out. Y'all better listen, man. And some of y'all would be really good at this, all right? It's called rentafriend.com. I am not joking. I love to joke. I love to play around. I wish I was joking. But there's a website called rentafriend.com. All right? I'm this close to signing up. I just don't have the time to commit to it right now. But I'm working on getting that time. So I'm trying to get the multiple income streams, you know what I'm saying, the right ones to free up my time, because ultimately, like, that's the point, is to get free, to be free, to have freedom. But rentafriend.com. If you think I'm joking, leave. Go right now. Get out of this stream. Forget watching this and go to rentafriend.com right now and see if I'm joking. But you literally do a little profile and you can render your services, right? And that's the word, render your services.
Mm-hmm.
And you can offer whatever you want. You can be a text buddy. You can be an email buddy, phone buddy, like people out there, especially right now with what we been going through. I don't even want to say 2020, but I'm gonna say 20. We went through 2020, and what we're currently going through right now. A lot of people are in need of a little bit of companionship. It's the mental health part. So the rentalfriend.com is a real thing, and you can make bank. You can make bank. All you do is put a little profile. What are you willing to offer? And obviously, you're not going to do anything illegal. You can go on dates with people too. Like let's go roller skating or whatever, and you set up your own fee and you charge people. So, the way I would personally do it is email, text, and even phone. I'd talk to somebody on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them and I'll charge $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else are you doing? I mean, you're technically doing that right now. You guys are in the chat talking with each other. Imagine, you know, you're getting paid for doing that with someone, and that's a real thing. I'm not even joking. Look it up. Look it up.
You know that I think that rent a friend, it's they might have taken the real word of what it is and then toned it down a notch, because I mean technically it's an escort, right? If you're going, it's basically you're paying for an escort if you're actually going out on a date. But the pen pal thing, the phone thing, the texting thing, that's just a new twist to it, right? They've innovated on the concept of an escort, right?
Yeah, that's technically what it is, man. That's technically what it is. It's they're escorts, but like in different forms, and they're all kind of people. You got men, you got women, you got other kind of people. You got young, you got old. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you can kind of find a person, I guess, that you relate with the most. You vibe with. And I know Jack has some compromising video of me, but it's out there already, Jack. It's out there. People know. People know. Yeah. So rentafriend.com is one. You want to hear about another one?
Yeah, shit. You got the good ones.
Let's read the comments first. Let's read the comments first because I got a really good one after that. All right.
I'm here talking about like landscaping and washing cars and buffing boats, and you're coming
and that's what people regularly do. You know what I'm saying? Like people regularly, like that'll be their hustle. But that's more like a main hustle, because you're gonna have to devote so much time to it. Cutting grass, painting houses. It's another business that it would take a lot of time for you to. It would take money and time for you to make it to where you're not gonna have to put that much time into it. So you would have to grow it. And it's possible you could do it. But rentafriend.com, like literally, you just sign up for it. I don't know if they're taking applications right now, but you just sign up for it. And whenever it's like Uber or whatever, right? Where whenever you want to do Uber, you just clock in on your phone or however it works. But that's another hustle, right? So you do it whenever you want. And let's say it's 10 o'clock at night, you can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep 10 o'clock at night and you're bored and you want to make some money. Just I guess notify people that you're awake and they'll hit you up. They'll tell you their deepest, darkest secrets, and you kind of listen to them. And then you give them like advice if you want. It's pretty interesting, bro. It's pretty interesting. Alex. You know what kind of buddy? Wait, let's see what Jules says. Kind of buddy they're looking for, especially down here in South Florida, especially as a woman. I don't know. I don't know. But look, Jennifer put the website up. There it is. That's a real website.
Yeah, and now she's retracting it because who knows? It could be a real escort service.
And then no, it's not an it's not that kind of escort though. I know you're on the Bad Boys of Reselling. It wouldn't shock you, but it's a legit legal business. As a matter of fact, if you were to engage in anything like that, you'll get fired or you get banned from the website. Like it's a legit thing, dude. It's a legit thing. You got Cody Fontaine. What's up, Cody? You got Douglas. Hey, Douglas, I haven't seen you in forever. Where's Douglas? Jennifer Hayes says not promoting that. I am. I stand by that. I will say that that's a good side hustle. That's a good extra stream of income for whenever. Let's say you do it once a week. Look, this is how you got to think, right? You got to think long term. You do it once a week for an hour. Let's say you charge $20, and the service you're providing is talking on the phone. So for 1 hour, you talk on the phone for $20, right? Let's do the math. You do that once a week. That's $80 a month, right? 80 times 12. That's $960 extra you made that year for talking on the phone for 1 hour a week. That's it. $960 extra dollars. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good stream of income. You could even be doing other things while you're working that job. Now, the other one is actually a real interesting one. I haven't tried it. I didn't try Rent a Friend either, just so you know. I haven't tried rentafriend.com. So, but the other one is oh, I forgot what it's called. Something Snap. Pix a Snap? No. Hold up. No, that's not it. Um,
Got no snap. Texas Bennett says got no snap.com.
gotnosnap.com. No, that's not what it is. What is got no? Do not go to that link. I did not recommend you going to that link.
We're
I
not
don't know
promoting that one. We'll promote the Rent a Friend, but we don't know about that one.
Yo, I don't know what that is, bro. So if you go to that, you go directly to Texas Bandit and let him know that he sent you to the wrong place, because that's not what it's called.
He's a moderator on the channel, but he's half moderator, half troll.
He is the troll. He's the troll with the wrench. That's what he is. Yo, check it out. I can't remember what it's called. It's got either Snap or it's got Pix something in it. Maybe somebody knows what it's called. It is it's basically where it's a website. You upload pictures. You can upload pictures from Google straight up. And every picture that you upload can get you up to 25 cents per view. So I did the math. As soon as I saw that, I said, all right, let's say I do 100 photos. I just upload 100 quick photos. You could take selfies. You could take professional pictures. You could do like me and take pictures of yourself taking a dump on the toilet straight up. It don't matter. But if someone clicks on it to look at it, you just made a portion of $1, right?
From the ad fees that website's getting, right?
Yeah, of course there's going to be fees and stuff, but let's say you make 10 cents a photo, a view, right? Let's say you take home 10 cents a photo, a view per view, and you upload 100 photos. All right, just you do, and this is the beautiful thing, right? You upload 100 photos.
Well, hold on, let's use real numbers. All right, so I have 5,968 photos in my photo album. That was as of yesterday. That was more photos taken. So out of those 5,000, right? So 5,000. Let's just round it. We're gonna say 5,900, right? If I were to upload my whole photo album on my phone,
yes,
and I was to get 10 cents for each photo, if everybody looks at it one time, right?
Yes.
We're talking about $590.
Yes. So if your photos were to get one view, all right, that's how much? $590.
From my 5,900 photos.
So if you upload your entire library, 5,900 photos, and each picture were to get one view at below half of what the top price is, which is 25 cents. Let's say you get 10. All right. Let's do this. Let's say you get 5 cents per view. All right. That's 250 and 45. That's $295. Okay, for that's it. It's not like you're having to go back in there and like talk to people. You put no more time into it. The time that you spent uploading those pictures is all the time you do. And let's say you get one view per picture a week. All right, all right, per week. Let's do times 4. That's $1,180 extra a month. Now tell me if that's not an extra stream of income. Tell me no. Tell me that you wouldn't take, even if it takes you a whole entire day, a whole day to upload 5,900 photos. Okay, which it wouldn't, right? Realistically, like it would not. But let's say it took you a whole workday, 8 hours. All right, let's do that math. It's that hold on, bro. That's insane, dog. That's insane. Times 4, and then let's times that by 12. That's an extra $14,160 a year. Okay. Hey, Mike, what's up, bro? Hey, listen. Does it really matter what kind of pictures? Right? Does it really matter? I mean, I got morals, so I wouldn't go that way. I mean, I wouldn't do that. But does it really matter? I mean, that's up to you to decide. But tell me that's not a good hustle, bro. So there you go. Two little side hustles, two little extra streams of income that no one really would have known. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody told you, and then you probably wouldn't even do it. And this is the thing. This is the thing. We spend a lot of time, a lot of people, because honestly, I don't spend no more time doing that stuff. I have a set group of people that I help, straight, but most people will spend, all this time on social media trying to teach you something, trying to teach you, hey, look, if you do this, all right, this can happen, and and for the majority of people, like 95% of people will hear that and be like, man, that's a great idea, but they'll never take action. They'll never do anything about it. Don't be that 95% of people. Look into it. Look into it. And when you make some money, all right, whether it's $100 extra, $20 extra, $1,000 extra, hit me up on my email, fatmantheflipper.com. I want 10% of that. You heard? I want 10%.
Send 10%. Send it in a super chat.
No, but seriously, we try to talk about ways to invest, ways to make money, and a lot of people just, they're going to hear the information. Most of you guys have been here. We've been doing this show for a year and a half. And most of you people are here, as just support, and also, we talk a lot of shit on the show, so we have a good time. So you guys are just here to hang out, but and most of you people who are here in the chat are also entrepreneurs, and you guys are making your own money. So, but here are two little things that I just told you that you can look into, and or even if it's not for you, what if it's for somebody that that needs something, that needs to make a little extra money right now, because they don't have a job, and maybe they're just not the type of person to do other things, and or ignorance, man. Ignorance is a big thing. Education is important. If you don't know, it's not gonna help you.
And you know that you said a very important thing there, and I think that when we were talking about in the beginning of the show, we were talking about investing, right? I think the best investment that anybody can make is always going to be to invest in themselves, invest in education, invest in invest your time. It doesn't have to be money. Invest your time in learning something new, whether it's a new trade, a new hustle, whatever it is. Master it, become the best at it. But investing and betting on yourself is the best thing that anybody can do.
I agree with you, man. That's what basically we wanted to talk about this show. So, and I'm gonna point this out. And Jules, there's not a lot of people watching, so don't be embarrassed. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just going to give you a rebuttal. All right, I'm going to give you a rebuttal. You said problem with a lot of those sites is that it's really hard to actually get paid what you're supposed to get. Never ever seen a site pay correctly. I agree with you. I agree with you. Um, 100%. I know where you're coming from, but at the same time, that's the wrong mentality to have. So, so this isn't an attack to you, Jules. You know I love you. You know I love you. This is just it's just pointing out that part right there. That mentality is a big reason as to why 95% of people will get all this information and they'll even feel some sort of excitement because for once they heard something that it's an idea that they never heard about. And, it's so and they might need the money or they might need to change something up in their life or whatever it is, and they'll feel that little bit of excitement, but then it fizzles out because they start hearing their biggest competitor talk to them, themselves. Yourself is going to stop you. You are the only one that's your competition. I don't care. Look, I sell bolo items. 99% of my items are bolo items. Okay. They're hot items. Um, I'd rather spend 2 weeks doing research and trying. It's like the stock market. You do 2 weeks of research on a specific company, and you kind of try to figure out when this thing's gonna pop. When is the FDA approval gonna come? When is when are they gonna start selling product? When this and that. So I'd rather spend 2 weeks trying to find one product, okay, that I can list one time across a few platforms, across a few accounts, okay, and sell it 1,000 times versus going out and trying to find 1,000 items. Is there anything wrong with that? No, because there's still profit there, and it's also the part that you enjoy going out on the hunt, right? I love garage sale. You'll never see me pass up a garage sale, but I would if I had to choose what I do, I would rather create one listing that sells 1,000 times for any profit margin, as long as it's profit, than create 1,000 listings that sell one time each, regardless of the profit margin. So, but anyway, your mind is your biggest competitor. So I sell all these hot bolos. I'm not the only one. There's 100 other people selling the same item, but I don't see them. Oscar's one of them. Oscar's one of them. But I don't see them as competition. If anything, it's inspiration. It's like, holy crap, look at what they're doing. I'm gonna chase that. I'm gonna do that. But your biggest competitor, yourself, is gonna tell you things like that. Like, but what if? It's hard. You might not get paid. Listen, Amazon's screwing people left and right. And if Jeff Bezos was here, I'd tell him in his face because he knows it. I might end up missing afterwards, but I'll tell Jeff Bezos straight up, you screwing people. And a lot of people don't even realize that they're getting screwed. A lot of Amazon sellers don't realize that they're getting screwed. And there's a lot of things that's going to change. But it is what it is. Things always change. You got to prepare yourself for the inevitable, right? And that's why multiple streams of income is so important. That's honestly the super motivator of why we want to talk about this tonight. Because not too long ago, I was speaking with somebody that shows up in the chat. He's been on the show. His name's Pete, and he's one of our close friends. He's in our group. We eat together. We sit at the table and we break bread. All right. And Pete and me were talking. And he was telling me all these things that he's going through, and he opened my eyes up to what was going on. And I'm like, hold on, yeah, you know what? You're right. And it's true. Any platform, Amazon, eBay, YouTube, anything, you never know when it's going to disappear. So you want to set yourself up. Whether you're right or wrong, whether things are going to work out or not, you want to kind of put your foot in the door somewhere else. That's why I'm thinking about selling on Walmart, even though I'm late on the game.
Yeah,
I want to start putting my foot in the door with Walmart because I see something happening, and I want to prepare myself.
Or put your foot in as many doors as you possibly can. Really, I mean, this doesn't have to be Walmart. This was in the the description, we're talking about multiple streams of income. Get your feet in as many doors as possible, because look what just happened last year, right? There was people that they had their whole business model of reselling just focused fully on FBA. What happened when they couldn't send anything in the FBA, right? What happened when everything was going FBM, right? They had to be able to adapt, right? So if you have, let's say, I mean, Jeff Bezos said it himself, it's not about if, it's about when Amazon is going to be done, right? He said it himself. Now he's stepping down, and he's got somebody who was part of the development and did a lot of innovation for Amazon. Andy Jassy is his name, who's going to be taking over as CEO come third quarter of this year. So I think everybody knows that Amazon is is the largest e-commerce platform worldwide. They have their hands in pretty much everything. They have the logistics down packed. They have absolutely everything. They're doing fantastic. But even Rome fell, you know what I mean? Rise and fall of Rome was the greatest empire in the world has ever known, came to an end. So being able to diversify and put your feet in as many doors as you can, because if you have a door that's about to close, like I use myself as an example, I use my experience as an example. So right now I have 9-to-5 job. I work selling hotels. People don't want to travel out of the country, because to get back into the country, they need to take their PCR. They need to take an antigen test. So what happens to the hotels that we have? All of our hotels for the company are international. Nothing here inside the United States. All-inclusive resorts, family hotels. So nobody's traveling right now. We recently took in another market. We took in now the Canadian market. But what happened now with the Canadian market? Now Canadians can't travel out of Canada. I mean, to Mexico, Dominican Republic, and the Caribbean, where the majority of our hotels are. So, the hotel industry going down. If that door was to close on me, I want to have my feet, even though I have two of them, I want to have a foot in this door, a foot in that door, a foot in that door, and a foot in that one. You know what I mean? So, it's multiple streams of income. Of course, you have to be able to juggle all these things, and it takes a lot to be able to, juggle this side hustle, that side hustle. Then you got family, and you got this other thing, to be able to. But you got to find, like the balance, right? So that you're able to do all of these things successfully, because that's key. You can do a million things, but you got to be able to find a way to do them successfully.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And that's why, like when you were talking about painting houses and buffering and all these different you know side hustles, and I had mentioned, yeah, those things are totally side hustles, but they would require a lot more time and money for you to get it to a point where you're spending less time on it, you know and but you have to do that with everything, except for maybe the two websites that I just talked about, because they were so basic, and it's honestly, it's unbelievable. I can't believe when I found out about that stuff. And then there's other things too, and I can't think of any other ones right now off the top of my head, but those two were my favorite ones that I had recently learned about, because I said to myself, man, anyone can do that. Like if you're struggling right now, and obviously there's no health reasons for you to be struggling, or certain like things that you can't control. But if like the only thing that's stopping you is you just don't know where to go, or whatever, or no one's hiring or something like that, there's two things right there that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And I would love for somebody to try it out and then get back to me, and let me know how that goes, because I'm definitely thinking about doing it. Yo, I want to say what's up to. I had seen some people jump in. Yo, so there's this. So you remember? I don't know if it was last week or the week before. There was a someone in the chat called 3Gen Hustle, right? You remember? You remember 3Gen Hustle, Oscar?
Um,
Chat.
Sounds
Well,
familiar.
anyway,
Yeah.
the guy's name is Julian. He's from Pennsylvania, I believe. Pennsylvania, or yeah, something like that. The Poconos, or anyway, he's from out there. He's a reseller, but he's also just an entrepreneur all around. And it was funny because I did an auction with Robin. Like, it was a spur of the moment auction kind of thing where I wasn't even gonna auction anything off, but I ended up auctioning like some Lionel trains and some vintage Spawn stuff and a whole bunch of stuff. Well, he was there. He bought the trains from me and whatever. I ended up checking him out on a show that he's doing with Sir Flips a lot, right? Sir Flips a lot, and I thought I saw Hyphy. There it is, Hyphy Gold. What's up, Hyphy Gold? So we got some new viewers in here, so welcome them, everybody. Hyphy Gold, good to see you, man. And oh, look, we got the Flippin' accountant. What's up, man? But they're doing a show. I think they do the show every Saturday, and I really like their vibe. I like their style. They're doing things that I honestly wanted to do with the show. Um, like Oscar knows. Oscar knows that like when we're coming back, I wanted to do certain things I didn't do. But I like what they're doing. They're doing a good job, and I think they're gonna blow up, bro. I like their style. You got the crazy car. What's up, man? Oh man, Alex is easing us into what he is really doing on the side. Did Alex just say, let's do the math? I'm actually really good at math. It's one of my strong points. Invest in yourself. And we got Eric. What's up, Eric? And we got Frank. I don't want to butcher your last name. We got Frank.
Meneses.
Meneses?
Yeah.
But what if it's like Italian or something and it's like Meneses?
It sounds the same to me, bro.
Well, we got Girl Hustle here. What's up? So if you guys got any ideas as far as extra streams of income, side hustles, anything that you've heard of, even if you don't know much about it, just an idea, go ahead, put it in the chat. See what I can find here. What you said about researching what's coming up. So it's like anything, right? When I first got into reselling, I didn't, obviously I was just like, I didn't know anything about reselling, and I'm still learning every day. But there was a moment I was like 6 months in, and I had heard somebody talk about, oh, you want to buy the Halloween candy, you want to buy that in like March or whatever, and then it made sense. I'm like, oh yeah, when there's things on clearance, you buy that stuff and you hold on to it, and then you sell it the next season. So that was one of the things. But this past spring, there was a huge bolo that just hit the internet by storm. Oscar was actually the one who brought my attention to it, but it was something that happened on social media. Gwen Stefani started this like challenge where you cut your hair, right? You cut your hair. It was quarantine. Everybody quarantined the beginning of the quarantine, and she cut, what's the guy's name, Luke Bryant or Bryant whatever, her husband. She cut her husband's hair, and she started this craze, and everybody started cutting their hair and posting it on like Instagram and all over social media. And I saw that around the same time Oscar was telling me about these clippers, and that just sparked it in my head. Oh shit. So if you follow social media and you watch social media, it's going to give you all the information you need. Another example was those little jellies. I forget what they're called now.
The little fruit jellies.
The fruit jellies. That was a big thing. And also the dinosaur. The dinosaur? That
Dinosaur.
was another one. That was another one. So you do your research. Take your time, do your research, find out. For the most part, what I'm doing is I'm looking ahead. So I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about summer already. And I've already been thinking about summer. As a matter of fact, I already got a ton of summer inventory, and a lot of it is from last summer too that I kind of held on to, and
Yeah.
and then you have my peoples who go out and look for stuff. They're finding things, and we're like, oh man, it's really early for that, but grab it, you know?
Yeah. Definitely. So
Yeah, any hair clip, bro.
it's smart to take advantage of the clearance sales after each season. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's a lot of people here in this chat that they have stuff from after Christmas. You know.
Hold on, I
Here's
gotta
a
put it
tip.
in.
Here's a tip. And I mean, a lot of you guys might know it, but in case there's somebody that doesn't know, I mean, we're coming up on Valentine's Day very soon. You know, a lot of the things that are Valentine's Day, you know, they tend to go pretty cheap. You know, starting talking about chocolates. Chocolates makes a lot of money. All right, selling chocolate makes very good money. You just gotta be able to flip it fast, and you have to have the right channel to be able to move it. So you know, if you're engaged um in grocery on Amazon, chocolate is really good. Um, and in
Yeah,
some
chocolate's
cases,
hot.
but you got
Candy's
to be
hot too.
careful because sometimes you got these funky listings. You got to be ungated in topicals to sell chocolate. Pete knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, something you
So
want to do, something you want to do, and there's other ways to do this, but I personally like to go on amazonshopping.com, and I like to see the listing in its entirety, and I like to read the description, any kind of like disclaimers. I like to read like even the weight, like the weight of the product. Like if you have a product that weighs under a pound and then you go into the description and it says product weight 5 pounds, there's something wrong. There's something totally wrong. Also, listings that got like some other brand's name on it attached to it, or the brand itself is misspelled. That's a red flag to me. That's like they misspelled the brand name on purpose because they had a problem with the actual brand name. Um, but ranking's gonna tell you a lot of things on Amazon.
mhm.
Yo, I want to mention this right here. CJ says sell meatballs. That's a great idea. You can sell meatballs. If you got really good, juicy meatballs, it's almost like you don't even got to tell nobody. You just, people going to be eating your meatballs, and then they're going to tell their friends about their meatballs, and then their friends are going to want some of your meatballs, and you just be eating meatballs and selling meatballs, and next thing you know, and then the beauty is you can live off of your meatballs, not only financially but like nutrition wise. You can eat your own meatballs. You know what I'm saying? That's a good hustle right there. That's something you would want to market though. Use Instagram, show videos of you just guzzling meatballs, and just like you're just dripping meatball juice all over your face, and people are gonna be like, man, I want to be that guy. Another good one: cleaning houses, organizing for others. I know someone who recently got inspired and is motivated into cleaning houses, and I think that's a great hustle. Out here in Tennessee, where I live, it's a big tourist destination. So like cabins, mainly cabins. People are private owners and they rent out their cabins for vacationers, and they'll hire little companies to come and clean out their cabins every time that someone, you know, does it. Every time a new renter is coming out. So that's a good hustle too, and that's something that's scalable. You can easily start out on your hands and knees, right? Scrubbing floors and work your way up to be somebody who's just like setting up, the schedule for your employees. Easily do that. You can easily do that.
Mhm.
That's a good one. Sell any hair clippers. Wait, I'm so behind. Wow, we got more people.
Wait till you see Pete's comment.
I'm trying. I'm so there's so many. I miss so many comments, dude. Is that I talk so much, bro. All right, here we go. Pete's comment. Yeah. You know, you rub chocolate on your body. That's why I needed approval on topical. Yo, it's some serious stuff with Amazon, bro. To
It's
get
crazy.
lucky.
Some things that you see on there. Do you remember? Do you remember that picture early on in last year before everything was locked down of those masks that were selling on Amazon? Did I
Uh-huh.
send you a picture? That they weren't
Yeah.
really masks. They were so it said N95 mask, but the picture was something completely different. Hold on, let me see if I still have
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
No, I probably shouldn't even show it anyways.
What's up, Hudson's? Yeah, you probably shouldn't show it, dude.
No,
Oh, we got Bichote 286 in the house. Yo, PS5 are live on eBay for shizzle.
all right, back to the original price.
But are they selling at 500 now? Like
Bro, I sold the PlayStation 5 for $1,500.
you're a scoundrel. You're a devil.
I sold the other two were 1,200, but I was able to get three in the beginning before Christmas, and from those three, the first one sold for $1,500, and the other two sold for 1,250 plus $50 shipping.
Look, I'm about to look because Frank just shared something, right? These are great. These are awesome. New Mountain Dew flavor is hot starting tomorrow. So this is something you want to look into, whatever. If it's starting tomorrow, people are probably already ahead of you, but maybe might not be too late to get it. Will it be worth the investment? I don't know. Those right there are very volatile investments. Those are very risky investments, but it could still totally make you a profit. You want? I admitted it somewhere in the chat, and everyone ignored me, which is great. I love it when I'm ignored. But I admit it in the chat. I'm gonna say it right now, and I don't care if you judge me because I don't care. But one of my biggest mistakes all year, last year, because I was super excited, man. Last year was a great year. Um, one of my biggest mistakes, and Oscar knows, was Aunt Jemima. All right, I tried to get in on the Aunt Jemima, and it backfired on me.
Yeah,
Lucky
but
I didn't
look,
invest.
it's not a total loss if you eat pancakes every single day for like about the next 20 years.
I literally have about 20 years worth of pancakes for if I were to do like breakfast every day. 20 years of pancakes right there for me and the family, the whole family. But here's an actual bolo. But hey, if you didn't do that, don't judge me. If you did that, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Horrible idea. But but Benjamin Rice was fire. I just couldn't find any. I was too late on that one.
My wife bringing me the mail. Thank you, honey.
Hey, what's up?
I hate mail.
That's it.
No,
Hey,
you
what are your
say
thoughts?
hi to
Hey, what are your
everybody in the
thoughts on the
room.
volatility of the stock market?
I've invested like about $300 in the stock market.
I heard.
That's all I can do at the moment.
Right, I would hold. Just hold. That's all you
Yep.
gotta do is hold.
Holding on. Bye.
Bye. It was good seeing you.
Babe.
Thank you.
Maybe some coffee, please. With my sexy Tesla mug.
Okay, so here's this bolo. Ready? So I've been heavily researching Pokemon for a few months now. Um, something that I would focus hours in, and I already have some real good investments into Pokemon. But if y'all don't know, it's the 25th anniversary. For those who don't know, it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. And if you want to, you can go and Google, not Google, but check eBay's comps right now for the McDonald's 20 the McDonald's Pokemon cards. Just look that up real quick. Blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Now again, these are like pre-orders. Most of these are gonna flop. Most of these people are gonna be totally ruined. Who knows what the actual market price is gonna be when they're available, because it's not like it's gonna be limited. Nobody's gonna buy out all of McDonald's stock of Pokemon cards. But McDonald's is coming out with Happy Meals. They're coming out with Pokemon cards, and as from what I know so far, you don't have to buy a Happy Meal to get these Pokemon cards. But it's gonna have a Pikachu card in there, and that's most likely gonna be the most valuable card. But it's only gonna be like a $5 or $10 card, is my prediction on it. But still, people are paying ridiculous money. Look it up. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Look it up. But yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon is hot. Pokemon this year is going to be very limited on their printing. They're very backed up on their printing, from what I understand. This next set that's coming out in a week or two, which is like officially the first set of 2021. It's called Shining Fates. And that one, forget it. You're not gonna be able to find that in stores unless you got a direct connect with a distributor. But even the distributors were selling out super fast. But if you got in on anything Shining Fates right now, the prices are about double what retail is, what the MSRP is. They're about double right now. And with that set, Shining Fates, being so limited, there's going to be 4 waves, so they're going to release that set throughout the year in 4 separate waves. So each wave, they're going to have a limited amount as to what they're going to give their distributor to spread with their distributors, which will be like Walmart, Target, GameStop, places like that. So if you can get in early and actually find this stuff, you can get it for your personal collection. But for the most part, it's going to be resold, and it's being resold as we speak. Pre-orders are pretty decent right now on that stuff. So, a little bit of information. If you want to go chase some Shining Fates at Walmart, especially Walmart tends to put out their stock, and not on all Walmarts. Some Walmarts do it at the right time, but a lot of Walmarts, they just don't know, like the person who puts it out, and they'll end up putting it out a day or two before it's supposed to be released. So if you go to your Walmarts a day or two before Shining Fates is released, which is February 19th, I believe it's February 19th. If you can hit Walmart and be the first one in line, you might be able to scoop up, a box of Elite Trainer box of Shining Fates, which right now is going for pretty ridiculous money. So that's a bolo for y'all. That's something that I put in a lot of time to research to find out. I watch videos, I Google, I ask other people in the community. I look up eBay comps, I look up GameStop, GameStop calls me when they have stock. When their pre-order is open, they call me. That's something that I've been able to do by having a relationship. So relationship's key. Always talking about it. Yes, I will buy out all the Pikachus.
What about Pikachu?
Pikachu. Pika Pika.
I have all these cards right here. They just staring at me. I'm not gonna open them. I'm gonna put them inside of a box and just forget about them for like about 10 years. That was Alex's suggestion. Alex suggested that they just put them in a box and just don't think about them, don't look at them, don't open them, just leave them there. And in about 10 years, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to do it.
It's hard to do, bro. Especially right now, the market is being very, very much hyped up. I mean, Logan Paul just announced that he bought $2 million worth of base set Pokemon cards, and it's not even $2 million worth. He bought 6 booster boxes of Pokemon cards. Each box comes with 36 packs of cards. He bought 6 of them for $2 million, and he's gonna auction them off. First time he did something like this, there was a huge spike in attention and price for cards, for Pokemon cards. So this is the second time he's doing it, and a lot of people are worried that the prices are just gonna keep going up. But eventually, like anything, it can all die out. The good thing with Pokemon is a strong name. It's gonna be around for a while. That's my thoughts, and I think the value will increase. But right now, where it's at, it's eventually it'll drop. The value and the attention and everything will drop a little bit, and it'll take some time to get to where it's at now. That's my honest opinion. I do not Google with my pants down. I pants down with my
See, that's
Google.
another. So that's another segment of, I guess, reselling that now is extremely popular. The whole sports card, the whole trading thing. But we're talking about now investing in something. Well, you had brought up investing for the future when we were talking about, buying stuff now, holding it on for later on. A lot of people are doing that now. A lot of people are buying, Pokemon cards, basketball cards, football cards. I mean, we got the Super Bowl tomorrow. We got two iconic quarterbacks. All right, we're going head to head, and I want Mahomes to win. Um, I'm going against Tampa. I mean, a Florida, team, but we're talking about I have more cards of Mahomes, than I do of Brady. You know what I mean? So I invested more in Mahomes than I invested in Brady. So there's a lot of people doing that now, investing in cards. Now we have a bunch of new rookie draft picks picked for the NBA, and people are investing in their cards. Because these kids do amazing things. The value of their cards is going to go up. So somebody can look at that as a side hustle, because it's not. It's reselling in a way, but since it's so long term, a lot of them are long term investment, a year, 2 years, 3 years, to see what it is that they do. It's not like the same as selling on Amazon and selling on eBay. You're buying something, investing in, and you're holding on to it, and then once that appreciates, you'll be able to cash in on that investment. So that's something that I know I can do, and it doesn't take up a lot of my time. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 boxes of 660 cards that I have there that I'm not touching until next year. But then I also have like 1, 2, 3 boxes of 660 that are from during the pandemic, that this year the prices are already spiked up significantly, so I can already start cashing in on that investment.
Yeah, you can.
There's a lot of people that still held on to their mosaic boxes from last year, and I'm going to talk about one.
Oh, that's
Man, if you see the prices, so if you go on Amazon right now, I mean, granted, you got to be able to sell Panini, to be able to sell it on Amazon. But if you look at the price of the Panini Prism booster packs, right, we're talking about one cello pack, right? One cello pack, 2017, 2018 Panini Prism NBA. You're talking about $400 for one pack that cost what? What was it, like $9? Walmart?
$10. Yeah,
So,
that's where I was, man. When I found that out, man, I was so disappointed in myself. But at the same time, I'm fine. But it was like I like the fast, the fast flip, kind of thing. And I like to, whatever I invest, I'd rather get my money, you know, my investment money back as fast as possible, so I can invest into another thing.
right.
So that's the part that's like, it makes you like, man, I wish I would have. I wish I didn't open up those boxes, and I wish I would have just sold them as is, because it's a little bit less work, it's faster. But at the same time, I'm super excited that I opened up those boxes, because I found, insane cards, Zion's and Mahomes and Brady's and LeBron's and it's awesome. And then the Pokemon cards, I love. I don't know. I I was never into Pokemon cards, dude. I wasn't that guy in middle school when they were hot. I wasn't the guy that was into Pokemon cards. Um, I think maybe subconsciously I wanted to like them, but I didn't want no one to know, so I never really got into them. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be that guy. But yeah, the Pokemon cards. I love them now. I want to catch them all. I want to catch every Pokemon card.
But I mean, even if you did open them to flip it, because you knew that you had something that was gonna sell 100%. It's not like you were gonna take a loss, right? Because at the
Yeah,
time that you found all those boxes, it was selling. You know, the data on eBay doesn't lie; it's selling. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, you also got to think about it that you kind of could possibly have been taking a risk should you decided to hold on to those cards, because a lot of things can happen. Now let's talk about Zion. Let's talk about John Moran. Let's talk about any of these people. What happens if something happens? They go out, they play, they break their ankle, you know what I mean, and they're out.
yep,
Or worse, it's the end of their career. You know, you lost out on that. You know,
yep,
so Tops 2020, the project 2020 that Tops had this past year in the beginning, well, in 2020, in the beginning of the year, it was 20 artists that came out with 20 iconic cards or their rendition of 20 iconic cards. In the very beginning, those 20 cards were the most valuable out of all of them, right? The first 20 cards that came out, they were a very short print run. There wasn't a lot of people that were buying it, maybe 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 of this one card. So in the beginning, the people that got in early on that, you know, they held on to their cards. But then when more people started buying the cards, what happened? The print runs were much longer. With much longer print runs, the value goes up. You know, you have a card that's one of 10 is going to be worth more than a card that's one of 5,000. And a lot of people were buying cards and then buying 10, 15, 20 of those cards, and they were paying what Topps was charging on the website, 17, 20 bucks. I was one of them, right? I was buying all those cards expecting the prices to go up. What happened? After about 200, because there was 400 cards in total, after about 200 cards, 250, you know, people would buy these cards, and then after they'd receive it within a week or two, you can buy them on eBay for like $7, brand new, you know, with the same little envelope that Top sold it for. So people had invested and lost a lot of money. But if you were one of those first 20 people to be able to get those original first 20 cards or the first 50 cards, let's just say 50, because even Gary Vee said it. Gary Vee said, I don't think, you know, it's not art. Even though artists are doing it's not art. They're just baseball cards. But those
yeah,
first 50 cards are the ones that are going to be the most valuable. And they were going upwards of $1,000 for one card that cost 17 bucks. That's one that I missed out on completely, the very beginning. But a lot of people did make a lot of money. Now, those cards that I did buy, I'm not touching them for like 10, 15 years. But in 10, 15 years, I'm sure that I'll get my money back.
yeah, bro. And that's the beauty of it. Honestly, the hobby is just gonna continue to grow, and there might be 10 years that go by where it's not a thing anymore. Um, but you know, eventually, you're gonna see, you know, the kids that right now are being shown the hobby by their parents who were in love with that hobby when they were kids. You know, those parents, you know, when those kids become parents, they're gonna be doing the same thing with their kid. It's like anything, you know, everything has a trend, and after a certain amount of time, it's usually 20 or 30 years. So somewhere between 20 and 30 years, something that was hot, fashionable, um, you know, popular, whatever it is, will happen again. You know, like you're seeing people dress up as if they were, you know, in the 80s again. You know what I'm saying? Like 80s is hot right now, you know. It's been like 40 years, but still it came back. Bell bottoms. I remember in middle school, high school, middle school, all the girls wore bell bottoms. Guys didn't wear them, but girls did, and bell bottoms came back. But that was in the 90s, the mid 90s. You're talking about something that was from what, the 60s and 70s. 70s, right? Yeah, 70s. So yeah, 60s and 70s. So yeah. But I want to say what's up to Cha Cha and Betty Webb. What's up, ladies? We're gonna end this, man. It's been 1 hour and 11 minutes. Hopefully, I don't get a copy strike for using our intro song because I have the rights to that song. You hear me? You hear me, people? That gave me a copyright strike. I gotta call them and see what's going on, and then figure out how to get that copyright strike removed and get my money. I want my money. They took my money. I made an entire 15 cents off of last week's show. 15. I want my 15 cents. That's a share in Inc. W. Yo, it was awesome. Thank you guys for. I think we had a good conversation, bro. I think that was good. I think we had a good time.
It was very productive.
So, yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Bad Boys of Reselling every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern till 10 p.m. ish.
Oh, you got a riddle?
Oh man, I don't have a riddle.
I got giveaways.
Oh, I got a riddle.
All right, let's end with the riddle. All right, so whoever gets the riddle is going to get, I don't know, but they'll get something.
Hold on.
Mystery box. They're going to get a mystery box.
Okay, no. I can't remember the riddle, and honestly, I don't know the answer. So if I give you this riddle, I don't know if you get the answer right. Just so you know.
You gotta know, bro, because we gotta know who wins.
Oh man, now I'm on the spot, bro. Oh man. All right. I got one. I know one. What has 4 legs, 1 head, and 1 foot? First one to answer that is gonna get a mystery box or something. It could literally be anything. So be careful opening the mystery box. But what has 4 legs, okay, 1 head, and 1 foot? First one I see pop up on my screen.
Everybody's Googling it. Give them a second.
You can't Google it. This is from like I was 7 years old. See, it's good to stay tuned to the very end. You win stuff. Shoot, you might get a $300 Pokemon card. Who knows? I'm not saying that's what you're gonna get.
Is it a bet?
Who said it? Oh, Bandito! He got it right.
You got
Bandito
it?
got it right.
All right, I'm gonna send him something nice. Send where you want it sent to fatmantheflipper@gmail.com, and we will send out a package, a mystery package from the dark web. No, I'm just kidding, not from the dark web.
Very nice. Good job. Hey, it's a bed, everybody. A bed has 4 legs, 1 head, and 1 foot. You win, Texas Bandit. Good job. Thank you all for staying tuned. Bad Boys of Reset, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the guy who delivers a pizza for you, but leaves it on the curb because you hit the little box that says curbside drop off or whatever it's called. And thank you all for tuning in. That's about it. No jokes? No? Okay, bye.
Oh, that's it. I'm very serious today.
Next week, we'll be talking about good beard oil products.